What's good, people? It is Tony the Savant. And before we get started, please like this video, share this video, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content and going live on the channel. As well, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel as I drop content daily, go live daily, stay very busy on the platform. And last but not least, please leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section, as I'm always intrigued to know what you all have to say about these topics. And ladies and sports fans, and ladies, or gentlemen, excuse me. I gotta get that slogan down in my my routine. But ladies and sports fans and gentlemen, we are recapping my Chicago Blackhawks opening season night game versus a new ball club. Lo and behold, called the Utah Hockey Club. Um, Now, I watched this game from start to finish, and I was a little, surprised when I first heard that Utah had a hockey team. I was not aware this all kind of happened under my nose, as I did enjoy the Stanley Cup Finals last season, where the Florida Panthers were able to capture their a victory for themselves, and also a Stanley Cup championship. Excuse me. They also took to the ice tonight as well, but I just wanted to talk about my Blackhawks in this game. And now, disclaimer: I've said this on many of videos. I am a rookie at covering hockey and as well baseball, so do forgive me as I'm learning all of the ins and outs, the language, the lingo, etc. But I will be reading from an article from ESPN that best they covered the game the best way I seen it, and so just I'm gonna give my casual take and interject with the article as well. But just off the top. Uh, the Chicago Blackhawks seems like we are going through a bit of a rebuild right now. The last time I was watching the NHL faithfully was during the era of my Chicago Blackhawks winning some championships, and it was right before. It was about 2008, all the way up until 2020-ish around. About that time when I quit watching again, and we boasted some very generational talent in Patrick Kane and Jonathan Toews, who are no longer with the team. And I had to look up and see if they were still active. They both are. Patrick was with the Detroit Wings right now, and Jonathan Toews is a free agent. Last I think he played was with uh, the Canadian team. Excuse me, I can't think of their name off the top of my head, but. Just saying all that to say that is very, I could say, nostalgic in a way seeing these jerseys, but it's kind of bittersweet because the guys that's playing for the Chicago Blackhawks now are not the guys that I was watching when I was faithful, and the guys that I grew up on. Again, Patrick Kane and Jonathan Toews. We do have a new kid on the block. What is his name? Connor Bedard. Seems like he has a lot of potential to be something. He gets a lot of. They talked about him a lot, So I'm very excited to see what he's going to bloom into. It kind of reminds me of Patrick Kane as far as the excitement that he produces. He had 2 assists this game, no goals, I don't believe, for him, but. Maybe this kid is the new cornerstone for my Chicago Blackhawks. And now that I will be covering not just my Blackhawks, but hockey full time, maybe it'll be an honor and a privilege to see what this kid can become with a front row seat. But let's get into this article. As the Utah Hockey Club, in their first game as a new franchise, were able to get the victory over my Chicago Blackhawks with a total score of 5-2. Now, the score isn't as close as the game was, especially during the second and the third periods, as the Utah Hockey Club went up 3-0 after the first period, and my Chicago Blackhawks were able to rally back. I believe we got a goal in the second quarter and also a goal in the third quarter, and we're doing doing everything we could to get that last, tie and go, but was just unable to do so. And then the Utah Hockey Club was able to sneak out with the game. But let's read some of this article. Why don't we? As Utah Hockey Club never trailed after getting first period goals from Dylan Gunther and Clayton Keller, and held off a late rally to beat the Chicago Blackhawks 5-2 in the season opener for both teams on Tuesday night. Gunther finished with 2 goals after adding an empty netter in the final minute. Yeah, facts. Yeah, that hurt. Barrett Hayton added a second period goal and an assist for Utah. Lawson Krause capped the scoring with 22 seconds remaining. Tuovo Taravayan. I know how to say this brother's name. I heard it 100 times while I was watching the game, but I know I'm butchering it. But Tuavo Taravayan. I feel bad. Nick Falagno each scored for Chicago to help trim a 3-0 deficit. Gunther scored the first goal in Utah franchise history after blasting a slap shot down the middle 5 minutes into the first period. That's a fact. Gunther was on business there. And Utah just came out very motivated from the jump. You could tell this is a new franchise that we'll be dealing with, and they came out the gate feisty against my Blackhawks. Hayden's tip, man. Gunther scored the first goal in the Utah's franchise history after blasting a step shot down the middle 5 minutes into the first period. Hayden's tip-in made it 3-0 for Utah before the Blackhawks rallied. And Foligno drew Chicago within a goal after tipping in the puck with 15 minutes, 12 seconds left in the third. Connor Ingram made 25 saves for Utah, and Petr Mirazek had 20 for Chicago. Some takeaways: Blackhawks turned up the heat offensively in the second period after a listless first period, generating 11 shots on goal. The Blackhawks couldn't capitalize on enough of those chances. That's a fact. Utah head coach, he said Utah fared well on power play defense, denying the Blackhawks with 3 penalties. And the article goes on and on, but again, my Blackhawks lost, but they fought hard, and this was a good game. As you heard it as I was reading the article, this was definitely a good game. Went down to the wire until we had to leave our net empty for a couple plays, but it definitely went down to the wire, and I'm just excited for this hockey season to start. I said I was gonna follow my Blackhawks, and I said, well, let's go ahead and get fully delved into this hockey season, because not only do we have a new budding star for my Blackhawks, my Chicago Blackhawks, and this kid number 80. What number? Number 98. We got a new star in him. It's a new club, the Utah Hockey Club. Starting out of nowhere. So not out of nowhere, excuse me, but starting their journey, and why not, why not cover them and see what they can become as well. But first game, 1 loss. Hopefully, it's not a trend for the remainder of the season for my Blackhawks. We shall see. And the Utah Hockey Club, man, I know they're the new kids on the block, but they look feisty early. But that's all I got for y'all on this one. Please like the video, share the video, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content and going live on the channel. As well, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel as I drop content daily, go live daily. Stay very busy on the platform. And last but not least, please leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. I am Tony the Savant. Peace.